I am surrounded by idiots.
I am surrounded by idiots. You idiot! The best part is I know it wasn't me because I can't move because I'm not allowed to move the trailers. I'm actually only allowed to drive one truck at my workplace because the rest of them are all DZs or As. Which I only have my G-Class license, so.
So what you're saying is, this is my truck.
This is not the 404.
That's not my problem.
That was not my doing.
Yep.
I realized that I had worked a significant number of hours this week. That I could have done that in my mildly delirious state at the end of a 14-hour day. But that was most certainly not me.
Not my truck, not my problem.
Yep, in this case, yeah.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
I definitely attend this circus though. All right.
It appears... when you're dealing with people, it's a clown show.
It's always a clown show. All right. It appears that Roll20 is working stably, and I think I may have solved the problem that has been plaguing me, which is every time that you add a separate window that is capturing a specific window, it takes like 4 to 5 times the resources that it does to capture the desktop, like just the screen, for whatever reason. I don't know why this is, but that is the case. So it appears so long as I just use my desktop
Hello,
screen,
Sam.
we should be okay for the most part.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm going to make sure that I'm not... I'm going to go into my settings and make sure that I'm not recording video higher res than I'm supposed to.
I'm tired.
I'm not going to make a dad joke. At least not yet.
What? Yes, I'm a little tired because I drove for like an hour and then like a half hour. And then I missed a whole bunch of turns on the way back.
Weak.
But we ended up at a Japanese marketplace, which is where I got my Japanese food.
Weak.
So you know what? Those were some good missed turns. And then we finally got back to my friend's place, picked up his PC because it was finished resetting itself to factory settings. Yeah, I just drove all the way back, and we brought everything inside.
Very nice. Okay.
So there's just a giant desktop in the box.
Nice.
And a mod in the box.
Nice.
And some Gundams and food. Oh,
it is done.
Nice.
It is done.
What's done, by the way? I don't know what's done.
It is done.
Uh-oh. Oh, I need to track the fact that one of the heroes decided to use a point, one of the hero dice.
I don't know what that is. Oh, Phil, you know the Ashmar? From Gundam Evolution?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I got a kid of him.
Okay.
Get the flying techie boy.
One inspiration die was spent by the party.
Oh boy. Okay.
That is glorious.
I said I was doing it.
Yeah, you did.
Oh hell yeah.
That is glorious.
You call him a virgin? Alright, that's pretty good.
That's pretty great. Alright. We're gonna bring that up on stream. That's pretty great.
Oh, we're streaming this time. That's right.
Yeah,
right.
It's working. I mean, I would still record just to be on the safe side, but I think I found a way to make it work.
Am I recording or no? Which is it?
You can, yes.
Yeah.
So,
that's pretty great. When in doubt, blame Vigil. I like that. Oh man, how do I close windows? Is it Control W? Control W. Okay. Or Tab.
Yeah, Control Tab.
Yeah.
Control door.
Control Tab. Control. Wait a minute.
Control W, bro.
Control W.
Close tab.
I swear to God, where is Vigil? Still playing Overwatch 2.
I'm gonna go into his Discord and bug him pretty soon.
Yeah, just like...
Actually, are any of you on his Discord?
No.
I confirm I'm not.
Okay.
I didn't know you had one.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
No.
Also,
All right.
No, that is Roll20. I thought we were gonna be in the other one.
I think I may have found a way to make Roll20 work, which is
Wow, okay.
which is going to work better because because it looks like it's just desktop. Like if I record just my desktop, it should be okay. So unfortunately, Owlbear doesn't let me do that because of the way that the dice work very well. But with it working in Roll20 okay, I can open enough stuff on the side from Roll20 instead to make it work. All right. Here is his Discord.
Where is this?
It's in
I
Steel
see.
of the Past.
Yes, I joined it.
Yep.
Rusty's announcer. What is this thing? Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you'll see in there.
There's an Iden right there.
Hey,
Just start invading his voice chat.
I find it humorous that there's a vigilante code of justice.
Yes. He did
okay,
a very
that's it. I'm
he
gonna
did a
go.
very-
I'm gonna go into his Discord. I'm gonna go into the DC really quick.
Are you
I'll
going to the
back in a
hangout
bit.
room?
Yep.
All right, you want to coordinate it?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
On the count of 3,
2.
2,
Go.
1.
All right. There they go.
Godspeed.
Yep, they're in there. Oh man, I can only imagine what they're doing right now. That would be fantastic. No, it's 3:30. Sono, why are you awake? Go to bed. It is 3:30 in the morning over there. Go to bed.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Listen, we love your art and we love you. Sleep. All right, so while they accost Virgil, I am going to go... I did make that note. Good. I am going to get the music going. All right, copy link.
Copy the pasta.
Copy the pasta. It's already running much smoother, like just in general, than when I was using Owlbear earlier.
Oh, that's good news.
So like everything's kind of is just in general snappier. The like even moving around the screen on Roll20 doesn't look like it's too bad when I'm like shaking it.
Again, like I said.
By the way, everyone, this is a fantastic cake recipe. You should all make this cake. That is actually a lot longer text than I thought. It is, in fact, like 3 full screens vertical. I do like how the very last bit that is in there is like, woo, see what I mean? This is the chocolate cake of everyone's dreams, I think. I sent it as a reward in Discord. Oh no. What did you do, Druid? Oh, okay, yeah. What was it? I needed to get... Is it not playing? Why is it not playing?
Huh? Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to look into it. And it's like,
Oh, the bot's down.
How is it?
Oh no,
Hold
it's
on,
not down. It's not down. It doesn't have. I don't have access to it in this channel. That's what.
Yep.
That's what it was. Okay, my bad. Let's fix that. We're gonna go.
Unless you feed it into it.
Well, I'll do that later. There we go. Much better. I need some sort of ambience. I can totally make Kai Hasbun playing Stardew Valley so later. I mean, isn't Stardew Valley technically like just orderly chaos?
Single player? No. Co-op? Yes.
I mean, okay. Co-op anything.
Touche.
Oh man, that ham sandwich was good. I needed that. Ugh. I think they're just filling his ears in with nonsense while he finishes his game.
Must be a long game, or he just started a match before he should have left.
Probably.
The tool.
Latool. You fool! I am actually really interested in finding a way to get things working. I would like to, if Owlbear Rodeo let you add modifiers and had like a good die visual, I totally would just still use it anyways.
I mean, I quite like it.
It looks really clean. That's the reason I like it. Like, I like a lot of the functions it has, the way that they work. The fog is also something that's really, really great. It destroys my processor, but...
I see CPU. I need to nom.
Ugh. I just need a new monster. I just need a new something.
Well, honestly, PC prices might be on the lower or soon because of thank God the crypto market's crashed.
Hey, who didn't see that coming? The mob has been moving towards the crypto market. As soon as the mob moves towards the crypto market, well, when I say mob, it's more like the masses. But as soon as you see the mass of people moving towards something, you get the fuck out.
It wasn't even a mass.
It's been a slow build over the last 10 years. Over the last 10 years, it's been slowly building, but in the last 2, a lot of people have jumped on board.
I mean, if you ask me, it's nothing more than just a glorified scam network.
The thing is everybody says it's safe and everything because, it's not government regulated, but here's the thing is it's still just fiat.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's worth something because someone says it is. It's not actually backed by anything concrete that doesn't change.
And honestly, I trust something that's regulated and it's not.
I mean, yes. Don't trust the regulated one a whole lot either, but,
I trust it as far as I can throw something, which isn't far.
I mean, I can throw shit pretty far, but I get your point.
At least it's better than what I like to call it is an unregulated mob house where there is about 1,000 rug pulls a day.
Yeah. Correct.
So,
listen, I wouldn't...
fuck crypto.
My response, I wouldn't trust the government, much less, crypto regulators, to pour me a cup of coffee. So, that's my general... Now crash NFTs, please.
I mean, they're tied to it.
They're next. They're next.
Just, Alright, I'm gonna call it now. NFTs maybe has about a year and a half left before it's
best.
going to
At best.
crash hard. Yeah.
Everything eventually crashes. That's the way that the commercialism system works. Or not commercialism, capitalism system works. There isn't really a better system out there that has been run that has worked, but
I would like to believe there is one out there.
Oh, there absolutely is. It just hasn't been made yet.
Or it has been made. Just the capitalists nuked it into the ground.
That or it gets run by a flawed human.
Dude, well, like everything.
Yes, like everything. Uh-oh. What's happening? I saw you something to steal the past. What's happening?
It's a picture of the Gundams.
Oh, you got the Gundams. That's sick. What is that? Oh, it's just the dog chewing the bone. I hear a grinding, crunching noise.
I think that's you.
Yep. Communism works until someone rubs their eyes. Correct. Correct. Oh gosh, I can't stand that. Ugh. We ran that experiment enough in the last century.
No, it's like I think it might be coming back.
They're trying, but I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm not, like, my response to anyone is like, oh, but it hasn't been run correctly. It's like, okay. Just starts listing, like, country after country after country. It's like, oh, they all did it wrong. It's like, you think you can do it better. You think that you're so incorruptible and dangerous that no one will dare to kill you that you could run it correctly.
The second you get power, the second somebody else wants to take it from you.
Exactly. If you're so incorruptible as that you think you could run it right, sorry, your number 2 is gonna stab you in the back and take it from you.
So, Vigil has moved back home because some stuff happened. So he got back yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
And it's really tired out because a bunch of stuff went to shit.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Ooh.
that's a relationship basically went
Yeah.
to shit. It sounds like.
Yeah, relationship
Ooh.
just went to
So,
shit very quickly.
right
Kind of,
after moving in.
Yeah,
too.
right
yeah.
after moving in.
Oof.
So he's just moved back. So he wasn't
Honestly,
joining
I,
us today
I
because
feel
he's so
sorry for the
tired.
guy.
That's-
Yeah, I
Oof.
don't blame the man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll even pour one out for you, mate.
He was
Yeah.
probably drinking. If not now, then soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he won't be running for today.
That's fine. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'll gladly pour one out for you, mate.
My God. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Fuck it.
I now feel bad about calling him
I did
virgin.
I did that yesterday because I
What?
just like basically emptied out a container of the liquor that I had.
Oh, see, I thought you were talking about moving out there.
No.
I was about to say,
No,
what?
no. No, okay, if that happened, I would okay, first off, if that happened, I would still be running. But
Oh,
Two.
boy. I don't know about that one.
no, I
Uh,
would be because I need to get my mind off of it.
Fair.
True.
I'm also a person that I just do stuff to just be busy anyways, because like my mentality is I'm not gonna just sit around and mope because it's just gonna make me feel worse. But that's
also fair.
But
Do you
that's
want to
me.
see the sword?
That doesn't-
So
that
realize I
doesn't-
can
that
put the
doesn't-
camera.
That's
yes,
how I
yes,
heal though.
You can show us the sword.
Okay.
Yeah, that won't be
Face reveal of
okay.
the child.
That won't be on the stream. That's fine.
Oh dear. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
I was gonna say is
Purple.
cut that
is that a wood sword? What is
Yeah.
that?
No.
cardboard blade.
Cardboard. Okay.
Cardboard.
Yeah.
Yes. It's for Comic Con. Yeah.
F.
Nice.
Yeah. Face reveal of the child.
Okay. Well,
1 second, I'm taking a picture of all the Japanese food I bought so I can put it in my Discord and show people. And I'm using my my monitor box with the monitor in it to hold it all. I guess it's a food tray now.
I guess I'm pretty sure it's a food tray at this point.
yeah.
Okay. Well, shit.
Now what?
Would it theoretically work if Kickoff was asleep on Rogesh's back, or is it getting a bit too deep into story stuff?
That's what she said.
Damn it,
It's
Sam.
I didn't expect you to keep going after that, okay?
it's a bit.
But not to you.
Hey, that's true. Signal. Fuck. Why did you do this to me?
Jeez.
I think we
took
need
a
some
quick
aloe
turn.
for that burn.
I don't
I'll
think
soothe myself with this plastic gun mecha goodness and set up a new desktop.
Yes, plastic crack.
yes.
Oh, it's cheaper than Warhammer, by the way. I know you don't do Warhammer, but Ryan was flabbergasted at how much cheaper it was than
It's-
Warhammer.
Wait,
Well,
how
I was gonna say,
expensive?
it's
How expensive
fucking
is
Games
Warhammer
Workshop.
now?
You
What
want
do
a
you
pack
mean?
of you want a pack of 10 Space Marines? It's like 40 quid.
Jesus.
Yeah, meanwhile, you can just buy like a big ass gun for that much.
That's buying it while you're in the UK.
What the f?
What?
Why?
Yep. Games Workshop rips the fuck off out of people.
No kidding.
Uh,
And the worst part is, if you want to play in any of their official tournaments,
Yeah, you
gotta
have to
Games
have
Workshop
them. You
models.
have to have them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't take the off-brand shit over that looks exactly like it.
Yeah, it's like they fucking know, man.
Oh, that is gross.
The plastic crack.
Okay. Well, in this case, let's I mean, to be fair, that yes, Druid, capitalism with caps, with all caps. But here's the thing. You don't have to buy the Gundam or the Warhammer ship.
As who?
I mean, I could have all the Warhammer I want with a single computer game.
I need to buy the big blue one that I bought because I have a gun for him that I can't obviously give to anyone. Well, I could, but then it wouldn't feel the same.
It wouldn't be the same.
Fair enough.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
But you want it
The
to
kid
be.
himself is like 50 and the gun is $30.
Jesus wept.
It's the size. It's the same size as him. Oh my god. There's a reason why I don't know if it comes with it. I think it comes with it, yeah. It requires a stand to hold the gun up.
Oh my god.
Because the
Oh,
wrist of the gun part would be too weak otherwise. It would just fall.
I
Well, I guess
am
someone's compensating for something.
dead.
I'm gonna have that giant motherfucker pose against the high-grade Gundam Hazel Ausla gigantic arms unit, which, as the name implies, has gigantic arms. So big gun versus big arms.
Oh my gosh.
And that's gonna
Okay.
be on top
Sounds like
of the
big problem.
topper on my desk. So every time I look up, I will see these two massive units fighting.
All right. What are we gonna do then?
I now
just
feel
started
bad
digging
about
into my
calling
food.
Vigil Virgin. I now feel really
I'm
bad
sure
about it.
I'm sure his friends do the same because I know I've done the same.
He's no. You're fine. You're fine.
I mean, we're doing it in a joking way. at
Trust
least.
me. You're okay. Don't feel bad about
Okay.
that one. The man will throw a worse statement back at you. You're good.
Yeah, probably. Oh, not even probably, definitely.
Definitely. Okay. Well, it looks like this
We can all
seems
play Gundam Evolution instead.
not on the stream. We won't. But you know what? I am gonna change this to. No, that won't work. That'll definitely crash everything.
Uh-oh.
You know what? We're just gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of the roll 20 because we don't need the roll 20 now. Bye-bye.
Oh no.
We're gonna grab the OneNote. I'm gonna get out of my hidden notes so I'm not revealing that to everybody.
Damn.
I see nothing.
There we go. And we're gonna put that on the screen.
I mean, I'm not even looking at the screen right now.
All right, and then we're just gonna
I forgot you were streaming. Hold on.
we're gonna unlock
my
those
God.
three. Grab all
I have
three of
bad
them.
memory sometimes.
Move it straight over to the other side. And then we're gonna change the stream from Steal the Past Session 9, because that's not what it is anymore, to World Building with Steal the Past 3 of 4.
Crow. Yeah,
3 of 4. There.
that works. Definitely works.
Beach episode. I do not have a beach map ready, unfortunately, Druid.
No.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
I was about to say, we'll get there at some point.
unfortunately, that is not
One
yet.
could argue that's what we've been doing half the time.
Oh
I mean,
gosh. As
We have
ever.
the sand. We just need the
We
sea.
have the sand. Yes,
We
but
have half a beach episode.
we have half a beach. Just go upstairs.
Just keep going upstate till you find some water.
I mean, you do eventually. The beach, the sand does go to a beach line. Yes.
that's how it works.
Well, I meant specifically that it does go to the ocean.
Oh, see, I meant there is sand. There will eventually be water.
What's this Tatooine?
That too. Yes. This is Tatooine. This is Tatooine.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
Tatooine, sir. There is 2 suns. Good luck. All right. Let's
That's
make.
giving me an idea for a post-apocalyptic setting. Thank you.
Oh man. I mean, you can just go to Mechanium's location, which is technically post-apocalyptic. It's also firearms, so you know. There's that too.
Guns.
Yes. Sentient guns at that.
Okay, you lost me at sentient guns.
weapons that fire on their own because they have their own brain.
Yep. Listen, man. Intelligent weapons are fun. Now make it all weapons and make them guns.
Darling service.
It is my mother.
Hello,
Uh-oh.
darlings. Are we all
Hello, Mother.
behaving? Being good?
No.
I have hot chocolate. DM said no.
No, then we shall have to have time out or smacked bottoms.
No!
Well, what?
No, wait, ignore that bit. Go away.
Well,
Sorry, we're screaming, mother.
no,
Sorry.
no, it's better. I'm not gonna run with that joke. I really shouldn't. I need,
no,
I need
don't.
to be the responsible
No.
one here.
I have marshmallows.
Nice.
Go away, mother. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, I was actually had poker face throughout the entire thing until that line.
Oh, go away, mother. Oh,
Yes.
God, these... I forgot I was looking at them.
Hold the line.
Little Gundam.
That you could have said.
On the line, go away, mother.
Gosh.
I mean, it's always the moms that get you, you know? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Oh my
I
gosh.
swear, you calling my mother a MILF.
You literally
I
made me
did not say
paranoid-
this. I
paranoid
implied
to
this.
check my
Thank you
door
very much.
behind me.
Oh gosh.
I mean,
It's
granted,
right
I'm not doing
because,
anything naughty for them to walk in on, but still.
Be
Oh,
That's
clever.
right,
Darkness,
because
my old
in my
friend.
sister's friend group, my mum is classed as the MILF. In my sister's friend
so
group, I
saying
swear
is-
to God, if that happens, stab it!
You have to shoot.
No!
I'm gonna just pretend I didn't hear this.
Hold on, I
I'm
need to
gonna
get some
start
ear
recording.
bleach.
I
So I have been given hot
Look at
chocolate.
all my
all
Oh,
yeah,
over.
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Nano.
Oh, I agree.
What
I got
question
6
did you
pieces
just
of
come into
onigiri.
indeed? Dear Lord, God Almighty, spare me.
Yeah!
Alright, there we go.
I'm only happy that tainted one ear.
What did I eat? Right, I had the salmon. Let me have a pork one now.
Why would you eat yourself?
No, I have a salmon, onigiri, and what? Salmon, pork, and shrimp onigiri. 2 pieces
Nano
each.
just said, what is the conversation I just came into?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that
Hi,
is the.
Nano.
I'm going to refrain from saying the first thing I thought of.
Druid. Druid. Don't make me come to Israel.
I think there might be a whacking involved. Or two. I'm actually glad I don't have the stream chat open, so I can't see what the angry sign is about.
That's fine.
It's fine, he says. Oh.
The second you say that is the second I begin doubting everything you say.
You're lucky I'm a fair DM, Druid.
Just hold on a second. I need to wait some dice.
I need to weigh some dice.
Are
Wait.
these metal or are these plastic? I must find out.
Oh, wait
No,
the dice.
Yes,
see.
wait the dice.
All
Either
right.
that or get a sock and put a bunch of dice in it.
That's nice.
All right. Let's. Okay. Breathe, you fool. Breathe.
Who?
This was the
No.
merciful option. Oh, dear. Am I gonna have to ban you from my chat,
Welcome
Druid?
back, adventurer.
Okay. What? Who is it? Who is it that's
What?
giving me money? Who's doing it? Who's giving me money? Who do I have to yell at?
Welcome back, adventurer.
Oh my gosh! What is happening? Sam!
What? What? I've eaten my onigiri over here.
Imagine being an unsubbed mod.
People you
That's true.
call
I made
Dilf and
Drew
then
a mod
get money.
originally just to handle with the fact that I couldn't look at chat while I was trying to make things work. You're welcome.
Damn, and the founder too. Wow, Druid.
Shots fired.
I have no words.
All right.
Who loaded the flamethrower?
You know, that was my fault because I trusted her.
Who?
Well, that was your first mistake.
Exactly.
Trust no one.
Mm-hmm. Only give death.
What?
Well, sometimes give cookies, laced with death.
Yeah, listen, I have to. Yeah, but sometimes you have to be kind of nice with the exit plan.
Right back in the man. That pillar. One of my answers here.
Oh,
Fuck if I know which one. I've got like 3, 4, 4. 3 on one side.
that's it. Okay.
Suddenly,
Right?
family.
Anyway,
Okay. Let's make something. What do we want to make here?
Neela.
I have Neela been kind of made.
Damn it.
Mostly. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's make a character. I got something here.
Oh, this should be fun.
Alrighty, all the Alices. Alright. We're gonna make an Alice. There is 25. I have one of them made.
Nice.
Alright. Let's roll a die and see which one we end up with. Because eventually I do eventually have to make all these.
That's a lot of Alice.
That's a lot of Alices, yes. Bear in mind, Alice is a title, not a name.
Well, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Have
One might
any
say
of you...
It's also a rank.
What's that?
One might say it's also a rank.
It is... Technically, no. Technically, no, in this case. Alright.
Bad.
Where is my dumping ground? Right there.
That's called a bathroom.
Not that one.
Sorry.
No, that valid joke. Valid joke. Okay, D24. Nine. We're making a halfling sorcerer.
Yo, nice.
Okay. So we need no, Vigil isn't going to be able to make it due to personal reasons.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why it's world building.
You want me to
instead
make
of
a
session 9.
clockwork sorcerer druid?
I second this.
All right. What other archetypes are there? I actually need to, I have not, no one ever plays sorcerer anymore after a lot of people played with Mana Magic and realized that only about half of them are worth taking at all, and even that's not
I have a shadow
great.
sorcerer called Avi. I play her in a one-shot that we actually
Did you
need
say
to...
Avi or Navi?
Avi.
Okay. Because if you said
So-
Navi, I'd be like, okay, you better be saying hey all the time.
I was about to say, for sorcerers, we've got
Let's have a little
Your
game
Cthulhu.
right here.
your Cthulhu-based, aka Aberrant Mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Clockwork Soul. Yeah, fine. The Divine Soul. Fallen God, anyone? Draconic Bloodline, that's pretty standard. Shadow Magic. Storm, and Wild Magic. I'm still sad that didn't manage to keep the Giant Soul Sorcerer.
Giant Soul Sorcerer?
Old Unearthed Arcana one back in the day.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one. And then there's, of course, Wild.
Yeah, well, I mean,
The thing-
Wild Magic is like the quintessential classic sorcerer.
It is. And here's the thing is, like, I have my own tables for Wild Magic, so they work very differently.
I can try and see if I can find Avi's character sheet if you want, because she's really cool.
Because the way that it
Appreciate
works is what table you roll on is based off of what spell level you have, what level of magical interference you have in the area that you're in, and and depending upon what kind of magic it is from the area that you're in. So like if like for example if you're in Mirage, which is the capital of Gildan, where magic is pretty, is fairly prevalent. It's possible that if you you may end up actually creating like a sandstorm in the area. If you go to something like the Tower, which is like the magical academy inside the Empire, which is built on top of a ley line.
There she is.
If you do something like that, you could actually like destroy half the city.
I was about to say, something's gonna go boom.
Yeah, potentially. 1 second, my daughter's trying to bug me. Yes, sweetie? What's up? Not you. Go away, Luna.
Hold on, I guess we have to entertain by wheeling out
What?
a monkey juggling some balls here.
Are you gonna eat? You're gonna eat some food?
I'm sorry, what?
What is it?
You
sweetie? 1
know.
second.
Just a monkey throwing around 3 very colorful balls. As it rides on a unicycle.
Ah, yes.
Just wearing a nice little vest and a fez. Anyway.
I'm just realizing the amount of posters that I need to put on my wall.
Luna. Hey, you leave her alone. You can't eat that. We don't need a dead dog.
No!
Okay. To be fair, that's only gonna be like one aspect of the character. There's gonna actually it's number 9, so it's probably gonna be 3 aspects of this character. So we need a sorcerer. So we need a sorcerer archetype. We need so there's the Alice side, the sorcerer side, and then there is another side that we need to lean into in some way. That can be creature oriented. Okay. So let's actually do this here. Do that. What is? Oh my gosh! What is this in Steal the Past? I just got up and started looking. Nice.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Hey, vacation. What's up, Benson?
Right. Put this, and then this will all be changed. Oh my gosh! Stop freaking out on me. Halfling sorcerer. So halfling.
Hold on, I need to check something. Oh my god, I just heard my sister do a fucking, BB-8 noise.
Okay.
Oh no, it's R2D2, never mind. What? Is it?
Alrighty. Get rid of all that. Get rid of all this. Okay, so this is gonna be. We need well, let's start with the halfling name.
Okay, so it isn't what I thought it was. Okay.
Okay.
It wasn't Benson.
No. Alright, we need a name for a halfling.
It's not Benson. Avery.
Avery? You're just gonna stick
Avery.
You just wanna run with that?
Yeah, Avery. I like that name. It's cool.
Alright.
Oh, Runa. Runa's cool.
You wanna go A-V-E-R Hi.
Ayo, what?
Yes. Hello.
All right.
So what I miss?
Decision of where it is that we're going with this.
With what?
The
The
stream at this point.
halfling sorcerer.
No, he wasn't here for that. So, no vigil. So we're making something.
Okay.
What are we making?
We're making
What
one
did
of
you
the many different Alices that exist.
What?
Yes. So
Okay.
this is something that I've talked about on stream a few times. So the way that the Feywild works, it works a little bit like its inspiration, which is, you know, Alice in Wonderland. More specifically, through the Looking Glass in this case. So
That's the second book, isn't it?
it is indeed the second book. It is a very good book, actually.
Ooh. I still
I
need to
have
read
no idea.
those.
Okay.
You haven't read it?
I mean, I haven't either.
Not yet.
I
I have
meant,
a lot of stuff that I need to read.
I meant specifically
feel
Sam,
ya.
because Sam is actually older. So
Well, wow. Okay. Wow.
older than.
Is this ageism?
Yes. And I'm pretty sure I'm the
it's
oldest
almost
here.
like only one person here is underage.
I am.
I'm not making
I
the
am
same
not
joke again.
underage,
Here.
I will have you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making that joke again.
Which one?
Depends where you go.
Ew. I got the 2 pieces on the gear, and then it's like, oh, family's here. I'm like, what? Why is family here? Apparently, they want to talk about vacation for next year. Motherfuckers. Let me
Okay.
eat my food in peace.
So essentially, the Feywild is on a repeating loop of history, or of events, I should say.
I
And I
remember,
mean
yeah.
that in the like literal sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, every time it tries to go around the cycle, there is an Alice that attempts to stop it, and none of them have been successful in doing so.
Cool.
And it has been attempted to be done, at least since the Alice first came, 25 times. And a little bit of slightly esoteric knowledge, but something I've also talked about. Neela is responsible for the creation of the first Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Neela.
So, because I have to eventually make all 25 of these, yeah, we're just gonna make one.
Sounds good.
All right, so this is Alice 9,
Mm-hmm.
and I can actually just get rid of the numeric mess that this is. Just put it in correctly there. All right. So this is a halfling.
Oh, that was
This
good.
is going to be a tier 3 creature, so it's gonna have 3 initiatives.
Fancy.
So it's gonna
think.
have one of them is the Alice initiative, which is literally just gonna be copied from the other one. Which this isn't. This is more of a more important if you actually fight this one. Because here's the other thing that also matters here with the fact of the way that it works is that if you go into the Feywild, you being there also gets repeated, even after your life has ended. So if you go to the Feywild, you can find people that have been like in the loop, like for multiple centuries.
Cough,
like-
cough. Kit? Question mark, I think it was.
What's that?
Was a quest. Cough, cough,
Quest.
kit, and or quest, and or I don't remember however many characters we've set in there already.
Oh yeah, there's 2 of them in there now. Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't remember who it was or how many it was.
Yep. Yep. I had a party that went there and fought a great worm.
Nice. Big win, boy.
Yeah, they ran from that. I don't blame them.
Cool.
Because you don't mess with dragons.
Fair.
Oh man, stole your idea for the Feywild for my own little campaign. Nice. Had like 3,000 HP if I remember. That one had 1,500.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
worse.
So, yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
This motherfucker have bean cans in
Oh,
his
no,
fucking
it's not,
face?
it's like-
Hold up.
3,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, that one had 1,500.
I gotta look this up now.
That was a party of 4 level 9 characters.
Oh,
They could have won that one if they fought it, but it would have been like one of those things like they would have burned a lot of their resources. They would have had to have
yeah.
they burned through everything they get on a daily and a lot of their like consumables and stuff. They didn't have a proper like the biggest source of damage they had was a bard with animate object.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, is not a bad source of damage, but you don't have anyone that's you don't have like a paladin or a rogue just dropping buckets of damage on whatever it is that they're fighting. Their party was not designed for damage. Their party was actually very like super utility heavy. So they would find ways to circumvent problems instead. And with this one it was, yeah, we're just gonna run away and hide. And that's what they did. And it worked.
Huh. Okay, I just learned something funny.
Oh, what's that?
You know how I said that Gundam has a gun that's the size of it?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
The reason for that apparently is because it is from a spaceship's is a spaceship's main cannon.
I approve.
That'll do it.
That's
That'll
why
do
it's
it.
so
Has,
massive.
has North been muted this entire time, or is he just up?
I'm not sure.
No,
Yeah,
I'm here.
Okay.
okay. I like
I
that
just have
it's-
nothing to add in at this moment.
But
Fair enough.
but nothing about this gun having a ship's cannon as a gun.
Jeez.
And
Okay.
drawn power from said ship apparently.
All right, so this is actually that,
I love this.
and then I
shit.
have to add a row above this. Insert above, and then that also means that all this has to be moved. Oh, jeez. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna add Krista to the end of this list instead, because I don't want to have to change over every single number. So this one is Krista Dungoon. They have androids and they literally battle spaceships. Nice. Star trucks. I approve. I approve. True. That's awesome. Okay. So, let's start figuring out what we want to do here. So, do we want to go with the Clockwork Soul for this? That'd be pretty interesting. A halfling with Clockwork Soul oriented abilities.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
What was the Clockwork Soul mostly based around? The idea of like balance and
Clocks?
stuff.
No shit.
You're lucky we don't sit at a table together, dude.
I don't know, I think it'd be more fun. Granted, I would also have somehow a fucking desktop and gunpla and a bunch of food next to me.
Order and balance is what it's mostly about. Okay, so it's the lawful oriented sorcerer.
With this, I would like to think that it's like, all right, you've been appointed for Mechanist. Now go and fix this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, whoever heads the place, he just goes, all right, get another one ready just in case.
Pretty much.
Food tastes good.
All right, so we're not going to draw on the actual class abilities themselves. It's more of a theme that I'm looking for, because I don't like using actual class features for stuff, for like monsters, because that's not interesting. For example, Krista was like a barbarian Dampier who had draconic powers.
Ooh.
So, a bunch of like Dampier-oriented abilities that were barbarian themed. And then I just kind of spun that together with all the draconic-oriented stuff along with it. So, let's do that with... So we have... So we're going to lean into... We have balance / law. What other? Let's go for a creature like aspect with this. We have an alignment kind of aspect. What's a good creature type of thing that we could do with this? What falls under law a lot of the time? Devils, angels.
Devils, angels, Apex Modron.
Apex
What?
Modron.
What's that last one?
I
Oh.
don't know.
Basically, the epitome, the not the epitome,
Antithesis?
antithesis. Thank you, of law. Basically, like to the point of like clockwork. It's a form of clockwork.
Mhm.
Ah, okay.
We could just go full opposite end of the spectrum because why the hell not, and just throw in slots.
True.
Slots are like the best like mid-tier creature type in my opinion.
What are they?
I made a wheel of names thing for which of my.
frogs from the
um,
deep realm.
Hmm.
Sorry, far realms.
Mhm.
So think Battletoads, but creepier.
Ooh.
So humanoid frogs? Question mark?
You know what? Just let me.
I was gonna turn around and say is the best way to think of it is take a dart toad, mix it with Shrek, and
Oh yeah.
make it
What the
very
fuck?
angry.
Yes. No slots, Druid. Slots.
How do
Better.
you spell that?
Slatty.
Slotty.
SLAD?
Yeah.
SLADY?
Aye.
DI.
Aye.
Aye, laddie.
Blood eye.
I'm sorry eating breakfast over here.
They're like cousins. No. No, they are not.
The Ugit cousins? What?
Like, to Grun.
Oh, it's just ugly. Okay, ugly
Run.
cousins. Okay.
They're not the ugly cousin. No, they are far worse than that.
I made a wheel of names for characters that I have that are half done. It's kind of a big wheel.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those forms of copy pasta that's like terrible to look at.
Nah, actually, it's not that bad.
Oh,
It could
okay.
be loads worse. It could be loads worse.
What sort of stuff can we lean into for the halflings? I mean, halflings are luck and fearless.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, why is it just sci-fi?
No, okay, that one
What?
is a
What?
tiefling that is based for a campaign that my friend was thinking of running, which is
What is-
based off of the I think it's the Space Jammer.
Spelljammer.
Starjammer?
Spelljammer, that's it, that's the
I
one.
don't know. Okay.
So it's like a sci-fi
So
kind of
it's just,
setting.
it's
So
just
they're a
sci-fi?
tiefling.
What is
Okay.
They're a tiefling. I haven't got everything set up for them, which is why they're on the things. There's characters that are barely done or half done.
Okay.
I-
I do see another video on here. Yes.
I'm okay. Okay.
And yes, there is an Aether redo on there, so it's remaking Aether.
I do see
So-
that. Yes.
We need. All right.
Oh, this is another redo until just now. Okay.
all
I
right.
don't know. I'm just eating breakfast. I just.
This is
finished
actually
it.
kind of an interesting way of looking at it because you have balance and
Ugh.
law paired with luck and fearlessness.
Mhm.
I'm about to say maybe there's the law of luck.
The law of luck, yeah. Well, I'm thinking of like two aspects that I can draw initiatives off of. So like one is based off of clockwork and law and the inherent sorcery power, whereas the other one is built off of like the halfling aspect. So there's another one that's more about the stacking the deck in your favor. They both kind of work hand in hand at that point, which is kind of good actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. So, all right, let's do that then. So balance and law. So let's grab. Okay, what's some good inspiration for this? So what does the Clockwork Sorcerer actually get here? So they get some protection-oriented spells mostly. Alarm, protection from good and evil, aid, lesser restoration, dispel magic, protection from energy, freedom of movement, some construct, greater restoration, and wall of force. Oh, it's a lot of abjuration.
Yeah, a lot of protective
A
stuff.
lot of protections, a lot of barriers. Alright. So, let's... Protections and barriers. That's not how you spell barriers. Abilities. What do they get for abilities? Those are meta magic options. What is restore
Looks
balance
like
do?
the ability to reroll failures.
Reroll failures, turn advantage or disadvantage into a normal roll.
Yeah. Throw up wards and
So basically cancel imbalances.
yes.
Not even close. So canceling imbalance. Let's see what else to get. Bastion of Law. You can spend 1 to 5 sorcery points to create a ward. Okay, the ward represents the
Excuse
number
me.
of d8s you use in the number of sorceries spent. When you would take damage, it expends that dice,
Oh,
and you reduce
okay.
the damage by the amount taken. So, wards. Literally a damage ward. Trance of Order. Basically making it so you can only roll less than, you can't roll less than a 10. So, removing low roll,
Mhm.
and then Clockwork Cavalence. I don't know how to spell. I can't pronounce that.
Where is this? Let me
Clockwork
see. Where is it?
Cavalcade.
Where is it?
Cavalcade.
Cavalcade, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's. I don't know why that word just hurts my brain.
Why?
And
I mean, the
like
more I
cavalry.
look at it, the more it looks wrong.
you know what
Well,
it
I
is.
think
You know
so.
what it is. It's the dyslexia and the AVA.
Oh, see, I don't have that, so
It's literally.
I
the
think I
A-
could be a lifelong bookworm while also having
like
that.
that right there. The AVA like just hurts my brain.
But what about lavatory or lava?
No, like I'm talking about like specifically this font. Like
Oh,
when
okay.
I'm reading this,
Oh yeah, fair enough.
because it's like it's capitalized.
little
They're all low,
triangles.
like just it's the triangles all on top of each
It's
other
the
like that.
triangles.
It's just weird.
Hiccups. Ugh, okay.
I may have to head off because there's a bunch of stuff that I need to
That's fun.
Sounds good.
You're not
Well,
compelled
doing
to be
Okay.
here.
do. Okay, have fun.
Cheers.
See ya.
Bye bye.
That was good.
We will finish this campaign, I swear.
You keep saying this. Oh boy.
Even if it requires me to drop a tungsten spear from space, I'll do it. I will end it.
What are you?
One
Brendan?
way or another.
I'm not sure. What?
What was that, North?
Really, tungsten?
What? Why tungsten? What do you mean? Yeah, you questioning a metal choice?
Yes, I am.
Why are you questioning the metal choice?
Sorry, that's literally my field of expertise.
Oh,
Because isn't
fair point.
tungsten one of the densest metals out there?
They're denser.
okay, but is
Okay,
it
that's
one of...
also cheap comparatively and abundantly available.
You see, I'm not that far into the whole material.
Come
science
on now!
Oh, come
you can't
on!
say you're an expert and then backpedal that hard. You can't backpedal that hard.
Well, let me put it this way: like, I'm looking at things like melting points and stuff.
No, I'm talking about density per like I'm
Just
talking about weight
density, yeah.
density. That's the only, that's the only thing I'm, that
I think
and
tungsten's one of
melting
the
point
higher
because
ones.
I'm dropping it from space.
It'll probably burn up before it hits the ground. Let's be honest.
Tungsten, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck this keyboard. I'm buying a mechanical keyboard.
Oh yes, yes. Always mechanical.
No,
keyboards.
I got a membrane one for free with the PC. So I'm like, let me try it. Let me
Oh
plug it
yeah,
into my
yeah.
laptop and like feel it. I don't like it.
Just
I don't
never,
like
never,
No.
no, never.
Discord has a volume knob,
I don't understand.
and
I don't
some media
understand.
buttons.
There's those laser keyboards. I don't understand how people can type on those things.
I don't think those are real.
No, it's 100% real.
They're definitely real.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. And I can't comprehend how people type on those things.
I'm gonna go with magic.
Yeah.
Anyway, where's my money? So there it is.
And on this point, I'm gonna
Fuck
go with
this
red
thing,
magic.
goddamn. I will keep this in case my actual mechanical one I'm buying right the fuck now if it breaks. But otherwise, it is staying in a closet somewhere.
And what's the clapstone ability here? They just summon a bunch of Maldrons that do stuff for you.
Bunch of
It's
Maldron?
basically a amplified version of the Global Invulnerability.
Yeah. This thing is insane. It costs you 7 sorcery points to use it a second time.
Yep.
What the heck?
That sounds
Why?
pretty crazy.
I mean, listen, nobody ever plays at level 18, but that's not the point.
You don't know that yet. We could get there in a century.
No, you guys are not. I don't like how I feel like sorcery points in 5th edition was like a really wasted idea.
I'm
Like-
just gonna shrug.
I feel like there's so much more that they could have done with it than what they have done.
Well, let's just look at the 1D&D ones when they come out.
That's
Let's see if they
fair.
have a
That's
fixture.
true. They are not changing that system. That's fair. They
So-
seem to be okay with the core system.
Yeah, like, the idea is good, it's just what you can do with it is not.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Because it's no different than key points.
And honestly, the amount you burn through all that stuff, like, so quickly.
Well, it's because the sorcerers burn through spell slots so fast too.
Alright,
Between-
cool.
Between
With the
twin
amount
spell,
of rerolls and things that they do.
yeah, and twin spell and all that stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Honestly, it should maybe double the amount of sorcery points sorcerers get.
problem I have
No,
with
less
that,
points.
no double.
Oh,
Double.
okay.
The
Okay.
problem I have with that is that I feel like they become. It's a question of whether or not that gives them too much juice, because the whole thing is like I know that sorcerers used to get more spell slots than any other class, and that's kind of represented with spell slots. But meta magic is also their only thing that they have, and they burn through that and points super fast through that too, right? So
Mhm.
I don't know. I think it's debatable.
Definitely.
But yes, we are definitely gonna add well, they're not called Maldron. Do I even have Maldrons in my setting?
I don't know, because I don't know what those are.
I don't think I've ever actually even addressed the possibility of their existence.
Until today.
Yeah. Do I have a plane of pure law? And if I do,
All I'm gonna say is, there you go, Anthony. Enjoy.
What?
yeah.
Have two different types.
Uh-huh.
Let me go look. Boop, the boop, the boop. The fuck?
Yep.
Are these things?
I like that. Dude, what the fuck?
These make less sense than Aiden's create a character.
That's also kind of unfair to monks and other classes.
I
that
was
get
gonna
one-
say double across the board for all the ones that have points.
Nah, the monk doesn't need more. Monk does not
Hey,
need
It
more.
Monk always
depends
use
on their
more.
subclass.
Oh, like that's the thing though, is like I think that if you talk about specifically the spell casting monk, I think they should just have spell slots.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, why not just give them all the things instead? Like they are basically a spellcaster, so just make them a spellcaster and give them their key stuff still. They still can't use the same cool amount of key. They can't use key as efficiently as other classes still, in that case.
Nano and Druid.
I know, right? I don't know why they're awake either. It's like midnight over there.
Should be, yeah.
Or pretty close. Especially considering that if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure Druid also works tomorrow.
Oh. Mood.
Yeah.
Both of you,
Okay.
bed.
Yes. Haven't played in a while. Okay. Listen, I'm not the weirdo that worked 57 hours this week and was gonna be able to run 2 games. Not at all.
Nice.
I'm not that guy. All right. So, calling on. Okay. I have to ask some really weird, like, world-oriented questions of myself as to whether or not, as to how this works.
Yeah, because if not, we're going to have to throw this into the bin because it's not going to work.
Well, no, it means that I have to draw on something else, which already does exist, but it's not pure law. That's the thing.
Ugh.
Because it
If it's
goes
not
back. It
purely
goes
lawful, I
back.
don't
It
want it.
goes back to the setting with the guns,
They hear Gundam? Oh, we know.
because that's my Western setting,
Yes.
which is a plane that is technically travel. Like you guys could technically travel to if you had the right magic for it.
Let's go to the Wild West, bros.
How about no?
Oh. Fine.
There's actually a patron from there that you guys could actually attach yourselves to if you want to be a warlock.
Hey, Wild West patron.
There is a Western patron. He's actually
know,
on the Discord.
Okay. I gotta look at that. It's up because that could be funny.
Where is it? It
A Wild West
is patrons. The Dusty Gambler. Just
Oh, yes. I think I've seen that
yeah.
one. I don't know if I read it, but I remember coming across it.
He's a fun character.
I'm sure.
His voice is inspired by Tom Kench from League of Legends.
I'm gonna pretend who that is.
He's a fun entity.
Okay.
All right. Yes, making a already have existential crisis is my favorite. Of course it is. All right.
Love that dude.
All right. If I have, I can shoehorn a thing that will work for the time being, but it's gonna have to make something subject to change for later.
I mean, has this campaign not been subject to change?
No.
From the
I'm
beginning.
talking like core world-oriented stuff.
Oh, that's a little
Yeah.
bit bigger.
Yeah.
That's a little bit bigger.
I can make stuff flex on a player level easy. That's not a big deal. Mostly because the world is also technically young, and the area that you're in is relatively unfinished for a lot of things, like on the specifics.
Mhm.
So it's the fundamental stuff that I have to really like think about carefully here, because
Not the fundamentals.
like it comes back to something like I had this conversation with Darth actually a while back when she was running a game with Glitchy, and it was that he ruled that if a sword is made of magic that what was it, heat metal didn't work on it. Which I said, see, to me that brings back up a myriad of other questions, which is if magical fire doesn't, because it's magical fire, if magical fire doesn't affect a magical weapon, then
What does?
what kind of fire affects a magical weapon? Because at that point, as far as I'm concerned, molten rock doesn't affect it either,
Yeah.
You could do lava with it.
right? Like there's a whole line of questions that I start going through with that. So it's like, okay, well, how do you break down a magic sword?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you have to find a beholder to do that now?
I was going to say, acid?
Like, yeah, maybe. But that's the thing, right? Like then you start asking yourself leading in questions that go into you start going down a long road.
Mm-hmm. Does that make magic items literally immortal?
Exactly. Like who was it? Every +1 sword needs a Mountain Doom. Yeah.
That's a lot of mountains.
It's a lot of mountains, so it's a lot of doom.
Doom!
I said doom! You are all doomed, I tell you! Doomed!
Alright, you soothsayer. Here, it's time for you to go to bed.
No! We're doomed! I'm not going to bed. If I go to bed, we are doomed!
Yeah. You're doomed if you stay up, so you know what?
True.
Yes!
Lack of sleep will kill you, kids.
Yeah. Anytime I hear like some sort of character like that, it always just brings my mind back to Persona 3. Because that was one of those first like RPGs that had that in it that I played. And it's like, and that one's all about like the whole theme of that one is death. Like death and doom and end of world.
Which reminds me, Persona 4 and 5 just hit Games Pass. I need to install that at some point.
Nice.
Yep. Both of them are very good. 5 is probably the best written one in my opinion, but honestly,
Can't go wrong with Persona, I presume.
what's that?
Can't go wrong with a Persona, I presume.
Correct.
Like, regardless of which one it is.
Honestly, if you go with any of the newer 3, you're doing great. The old ones are, they didn't age well. Is the real problem with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they were built, well, they're built back in the PS1 era. So, like, it's designed around, like, it was built with, like, an idea of sort of, like, pseudo-realism in mind. So, like, the way that you play it is, like, you just go guns. Because guns were OP.
I mean, you can't go wrong with guns.
I mean, why wouldn't you go guns?
Yeah.
If a
Well,
gun
that's
is in
just
a
it.
game, you always go it.
Exactly.
Why do we have guns?
I
Phil?
will say the thing that was most entertaining to
Oh
me
god,
about
this
the
thing's
first one-
heavy. Shit.
The thing that was most entertaining to me about the first one is that there's 5 main characters at the start of that one. 3 of them, they're high school students, obviously. 3 of them don't have a weapon. So, you know, they start the game, like, fighting barehanded. There's one, I think it's, who was it? There's one character that has a knife, which is, like, the character you expect to have the knife.
Why? Why do you expect them to have a knife?
Don't say!
Because it's like that, it's just the personality of the character, like, the kind of like the kid that gets into trouble all the time.
Okay.
And then for some reason, yeah, I'll get you water, sweetie. For some reason, the graffiti artist in the party has an axe. For some
Nice.
reason,
Nice, nice.
we're like, it's just like, wait, why do you have this?
Suddenly axe? Okay.
Yeah.
May I
as well
ask you a
as-
question, boo?
All right, I'm gonna get my daughter some water, and I'll be back in a second.
Sounds good. I am taking this PC out of the box. It's heavy.
Don't break it now.
I hope not to.
You know, when they said graffiti guy, I was like, alright, yeah, so he's gonna be the guy with a gun, right? No.
Oh god, I got out of the box. There was the box. Okay. Whew. Caution, tempered glass, handle with care. God damn, Ryan, how the fuck did you get stains on the side of this thing?
Those are questions you don't ask.
I gotta clean this thing. God damn.
All right. Okay.
Oh good, there's
how
stains on
does-
both sides of the glass.
How does the plane of law fit into this concoction nightmare I've created for myself?
Just clear.
Well, I guess technically I can just use the engine. Because that
For
is
Minecraft?
technically... no. Well played. Because the engine is the thing that...
the engine. They said the end.
No, the engine. My gate may have cut off the last little bit there.
Yep. Okay.
The engine is essentially the thing that all the guns in the Western setting are made from. So there's this thing called the engine, which is essentially like a super intelligence, and it's like the Maldron in typical settings, actually.
I don't know what
but-
that is either, though.
Think like supercomputer hive mind.
Okay.
Yep.
So-
Or, in other words, the Borg.
Yeah, think Borg, actually. That's a really good space
You
reference.
think I've seen that?
But when you say the Borg, almost everybody knows exactly what you're talking about.
Fair.
I was gonna say, like, you don't have to have seen Star Trek to know
Star
what
Trek.
the Borg is.
Yes.
So the thing is like, so the way that works in general is that all the firearms, they're called gear, which is an acronym.
Guilty gear.
They're all made from pieces of the engine.
Mhm.
And
I guess you could say they are Metal Gears.
They're guilty as well.
every time, without fail, every time.
What do you expect from us, bro?
No. Like, listen, it doesn't matter who it is. It's every
Someone
time.
has to, yes.
Every time.
Yes.
And it's better when someone actually tries to go for like the Snake voice, like Metal Gear. It's just like
I can't pull the Snake voice off, otherwise
Yep.
I would.
Fair.
I don't even know how good that actually sounded because I can't hear myself very well right now.
Who's pinging me? Oh shit, one of my teammates is lying.
okay.
Wow.
I also wasn't like actually trying super hard either because I don't have that voice like very fresh in my head either. I have Raiden's voice more fresh in my head, and even that's not that like.
I
not
mean,
very
that's
recent.
that's good though, because Raiden's awesome. Metal Gear Rise with Vengeance, good game.
Ryzen's pretty good, yeah.
I gotta play it again. When I play it again, I mean finish it.
Oh man.
Stupid underwater. Underwater? In the
Underwater.
sewer, monkey buddies.
I was gonna
Ugh.
say.
I mean, they are underwater, so you know what?
I like partial access modes, yes. But yeah, those assholes kept tripping me up, and I stopped, and then I played other games, and I haven't gone back to it yet.
That sounds
yeah,
like me.
Classic rage quit.
And now I've got a PC, so you know what? I gotta clean this damn thing. Ugh. I'm gonna find
now it is
glass
all your shit.
cleaner. Oh,
And this is a.
that is
Actually, I
glass.
have
Yeah,
to change
glass.
that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. We'll buy some glass cleaner.
And this. That probably has to be changed, but that's fine. All right. Anyway, so the individual gears that are made have fragments of the original intelligence in it, but it's still its own intelligence. So it's actually kind of like fragments of the original thing that have come into their own being. So you could think of them as like they're not all like they're not like your typical intelligent weapons where most of them are just trying to get you killed or trying to steal your soul or something like that. Most of them are actually like just like normal people. But they're from a perspective of, hey, I'm a firearm that somebody has to carry around.
Oh, that's just made a really weird headcanon for me. Great, thanks.
You're welcome. It's a sentient form of super intelligence, right? So it's it's weird. If you've ever played the Wild Arms series, that's what it was inspired by.
Nope.
But no, you always said no one here has played it because you brought it up
Multiple times.
How long ago was it? I don't remember.
I brought it up a couple times. It's also another really good JRPG that died in the PS2 era.
I do remember that comment from at some point, yes.
Because it tried to do something different when everybody was trying to do something different. Because
yes. Because different cells.
yes, because tried and true doesn't work. Looking at Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, selling like hotcakes off the shelf.
Cha-ching!
Legit, like everything about Bravely Default, for example, like it's sold out everywhere as soon as it started making translations to different parts of the world outside of Japan.
Well, damn, dude.
Like you couldn't find copies of it.
Not surprising.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
So I've heard.
Also has a pretty good soundtrack.
So I think I've heard during games when they happened, because I think they were in here at one point.
I've used a few tracks from Bravely Default. Specifically, I used I think it's Serpent Eating the Ground or Serpent Eating the Earth, something like that, which is the final boss track in the correct ending, as it were. And I used that to terrify Nano and Druid
Mm-hmm.
with their
Oh yeah, it's just a slight spookums.
with their campaign ending boss. Which took them, I think it was something like around the mark of 4 hours to fight.
Jeez.
It was an attrition boss, so. And they also had a party of 3, so they had to, work with that. Yes. That and Falcone made a really awesome metal cover of that. Which, if you don't know who Falcone is, go look up Falcone on YouTube. And if you like metal, you'll like their stuff.
I shall look it up
All right.
at some point.
All right. Yeah, I'll just connect it to the engine for now, and if there's a way for me to move it somewhere, if I have to find a way to fit it somewhere else, then I guess I can do that. So that works for like one idea. So protections, barriers, canceling imbalance, removing low rolls, wards, getting the engine to do something, which can be a whole slew of things.
For some reason, I just had the thought of little tiny halfling, really big metal defender riding right behind it.
That's not a bad idea, actually. You know what? Do you want to make a Gundam? Let's make a Gundam.
Yes, yes.
I wasn't saying piloting, I was saying behind. Like,
Yeah, like a
steel defenders.
like a steel defender.
Or a shield golem.
I'm just gonna put note here, has Gundam.
Okay.
Is it UM or EM at the end?
EM?
Gundam.
AM.
Oh, AM.
Yeah, I literally just looked over to the game. That's like, alright, so how does it
That's
spell
how.
in the game?
Wait, are you not? Okay.
I'm not playing the game.
Not
playing
Conan.
Gundam
No,
right
no,
now.
you're not playing Conan because you're right here. Ryan's playing it, and also.
Yeah, the rest of the stack's going. But
Hey yo, shit. What are we doing here then? Fuck.
tell the DM, plan
We can get-
murder.
We can get
Plan
a six stack.
murder.
We can get a full stack. What are you doing? Oh my god.
I want to be here. Plan murder.
But the full stack. Okay, I'm
But
gonna
the full stack.
the full stack, boo. Okay, let me find some glass cleaner for this fucking Jesus Christ.
Well, why don't you get your PC set up first, and then we can join the full stack? How
Well,
about
because
that?
I had to download it on this PC, and I'm like, fuck that, I'll just go on my laptop still.
Oh my god.
Good God.
At least until I guess tonight,
You-
and then
I'm
I'll.
gonna say, break it in with the Gundam. Come on,
Break it in with the Gundam. There you go.
break it in with the Gundam.
Well,
All
I
right,
gotta
so there's
clean this
the
thing first, you
clockwork
don't smurf.
aspect. Now let's go in. Now I gotta lean into the halfling aspect. So I can. You know what? Let's not make it a. Let's give him like the steel defender kind of idea as the companion, and not have the and make him a tier 2 creature instead. So he only has 2 initiatives, and then he has a buddy that basically acts as a third part of his identity.
Yeah,
And second,
I know that.
and the second initiative is just the Alice initiative, anyways. So, which has set stuff to it.
I was gonna say, why not just make it to where it's like it can perform special abilities as part of it.
Well, generally, because this is meant to be like a level 10 kind of boss fight kind of character. Right? Like this is meant to be one of those things like, hey, you beat this, cool, you're set up for the very last fight sort of idea. Like that's kind of like the intent on the build. So, and the reason I say that is because
No,
games-
what I was saying mechanically wise, like you disable their defender. Oh look, some of their abilities can no longer be functioned. Type of deal.
Yeah. I was thinking more along the lines of like, if you get rid of one, abilities don't get disabled, but added benefits from them both being up stop. So like they get
Yeah,
benefits
something
from
like that.
being in tandem with each other.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Like so, like the way that you typically run things when when you get to 10th level, not to make a joke, but like I build engines out of boss monster like abilities. So like
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
yeah, so like you have to try and break the sequence of stuff that is happening in order to like beat it. Right? So like for example, I had one creature, I don't even remember what it was, where it had 4 abilities. One of them was to cancel a certain amount of damage. Another one was to cause
Another one.
another one was like a powerful basic attack. The third one was it does a ton of damage to everything within 30 feet, so long as nothing is within 5 feet of it. And then guess what the fourth ability was?
does something with it while things are in 5 feet of it.
Something for when people are within 5 feet to make them be more than 5 feet but less than 30.
What? Oh, like a knockback a little bit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, okay.
So basically the idea is, hey, I make it so that you can't be right next to me. And now, oh, look at this. I can use my really big gun now. Right? So like that's that sort of idea like on a small scale. When you start getting to like level 10, you have to do stuff like that just to keep things interesting. Because at that point, like boss fights aren't able to be HP grinds anymore. They have to be puzzles.
I do enjoy my puzzles.
Well, it's because like it's not like you can't go more than 3 rounds of smashing, you know, dice against a boss until it gets boring.
That's where
Like
narration comes into play.
Dice back and forth, I should say.
Ah, okay.
Like, yeah, narration comes into play, obviously, but if you can make everything interesting, why not make everything interesting?
Fair. Where the hell? Fuck, where did I put this one next? Oh, it's right here. Okay.
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 So, all right.
This motherfucker.
Well, this
really
works.
changes-
Let's add like 2 more things to this other idea. So balance and law, and then luck. So let's just say, actually, we can keep that as is. And then for the Gundam, let's just add like some cool stuff to like a Steel Defender. What I have not actually done anything with Maldrons ever, I don't think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like they're so
It's
hard
like,
to actually work
I
in
don't
properly.
think I've actually ever used them. Like, I know a bunch about them, but I've never actually used them.
I think they're supposed to be like using horde scenarios. So
Well, the thing is, I think they're more of a force on the world than a thing that you deal with.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
like
Something
it's
that
just one
is
of those-
there to be like for it to be there.
Even the one game that I'm running now that has a lot of stuff revolving around Mechanus. Can I actually do anything with Modrons? No.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna open the beastry here. Let's see here. What is their creature type? Are they constructs?
I think they are. Yes.
'Cause I know they're considered something. I know they're considered constructs in 3.5. I don't know what they are in 5th edition. Where's my monster manual? Let's actually find out that way. Maldrons. They are considered constructs. Okay. There isn't a lot of constructs in 5th edition, so...
It really isn't.
Which is fine.
And I wish there was.
Yeah.
Was more.
I wish there was more, yeah. How many we got here? Well, it's about 200 or so. But this is including things like Steel Defender and Iron Spider and all that, like, and the dancing
Yeah.
item and stuff like that. Animated wand, animated objects. Okay, let's just... So let's see here. Yeah, like the flying stuff is also considered constructs. Like, and half of those are technically items. Also, I'm gonna go pass out. I know, rude. Also, plants. I wish I could stay here. Give me more plant monsters. Yeah, we do need more plant monsters.
We just need more general monsters to begin with anyway, so...
I mean, there's only, 2,800 monsters, that's all. Most of them are technically
I mean,
just
I
reskin
may
versions
have a
of other
Kickstarter
monsters
for
that
some
exist already.
monsters.
It's like, listen, I don't need a 5th kind of horse that does the same thing.
But the horsey, bro.
What about Mechanical Horse?
Hell yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh no, it's Spider, right? Never mind.
There is also the Clockwork Dragon.
Ooh,
Mm,
that sounds
those
cool.
are fun suckers.
Yeah, not when there's CR1. That's boring as shit.
Really? Because the one I know of is like CR15.
I said not when they're CR1. This is the one from AI. Acquisitions Incorporated. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
What?
Yes, Acquisitions Incorporated did their
What?
own like little side venture book.
Yeah. I banned half
Wow.
of their spells and stuff.
Because they're not even fun. They're good.
No. Or they're just reskins of other ones that already exist, like Jim's Magic Missile.
To be fair, that one does actually something completely different, but fair.
This is true. But point being,
Spin damn you. There we go. Okay.
yeah, let's see here. Gift of Gab, though. This is true. Gift of Gab is a fun spell.
Like, there's some good, there's some bad, and there's some eh.
I need to just do a bunch of research on Maldrons in general if I'm gonna do this like that. If I'm gonna really dig into that side, because I have some knowledge, but it's old.
Like you.
From the book, there's not a lot of new stuff. For
No,
it.
but I mean like when I say old, I mean like it's passing knowledge and it's from a while ago.
Fair.
Like it's not like I went in and actually did a bunch of research. So, you know what? I wonder if Mr. Rex did a video.
We do a
on
research stream now.
it. We could, but I mean, if it's probably just gonna be a
A reading stream.
no. But the point is that something like that, if something like that already exists, it's better to take it and tweak it than to try and start from scratch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, let's actually check here. Let's see if Mr. Rex did anything on Maldrons. He did. He actually did stuff on Maldrons like 5 years ago. Well, there you go.
But Job, he did it.
Cool. I'll watch that later. So I'll be able to dig more into that. But, so that's good to know. That guy does, if you haven't watched any of that guy's stuff, like it's really, really good for D&D lore.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Like, here's a good example is there's like nothing in 5th edition about hags. Like, other than I think the passing knowledge that you get from them from like what's the one with what's the Ravenloft one? Curse of Strahd. There's like a little bit about them in there. But like there's nothing on hags outside of that in 5th edition, as far as I can tell. I don't know, maybe there is and you know about it there, North, or am I kind of hitting the money
Bubbles
here?
Guide to Monsters, page 52.
There you go.
They actually did something about that?
It is at least about good 10-ish pages of hag stuff.
Good. Okay. Well, I didn't realize didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
Volo's
awesome.
Guide to Monsters has a lot of monster lore.
Good.
Of
Believe it or not.
I never got around to reading it, so
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, Volo's Guide to Monsters has a good chunk of monster lore, event lore, and stuff like that. I believe that is in... Fuck, which book?
That
Maybe
one.
Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Let me double check that.
Tomophos makes sense for event-based stuff, but just because it's Mordekainen.
Yeah, that has the Blood War elves, Duragar things.
Yeah,
and
so a lot of
halflings.
like the big, large-scale stuff that is pretty active.
Oh, where the hell did I put... Yeah, does Xanathar have anything from that?
Thanks, Vigil. I appreciate it.
Hey, the vigil.
He's in the
Nope.
chat. Yeah, thanks, bud.
I see.
Hey,
I
Vigil.
see him. What's up? I got a PC too now, bro.
Nice.
There's Tasha's Cauldron of everything. There we go.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, Maldrons is one of those things where it's just like I'd have to really go into... I'd have to do some digging on them, because it's one of those ones that... It's one of those things, like, they're not particularly active in the material plane. I think is actually the thing
No.
that... I think is the thing that keeps them out, kind of in the mystery. Because, like, hags, demons, and devils, they're very active in the material
Oh.
plane.
Sometimes you can't go a week without finding a devil or a hag.
Right. Like, that's the thing, is they're very active. It's the same reason why angels aren't particularly used a lot, is because, not because they're not evil, but it's more in the fact of, like, what are they gonna do? Like, why are they
Y'all
even
holding
there?
them now or something?
They have nothing to. They have no business in the material plane most of the time, except for being guides.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I think a Sphinx is better for that. Give me a plant dryad hag. Listen, if you want me to go into the actual ways that satyrs and dryads actually work, I can do that if you want, but I'm not going down that road right now.
Wow.
Because satyrs are always male and dryads are always dryads are
Nice.
always female. Because they're technically the same creature.
Holy crap, this thing is dusty.
More plants is all. Yeah, I know. There really does need to be more variety of plant creatures, because right now I don't think there's that. I think there's very, very few of them, even compared to
Yeah.
constructs. Like, we don't have a whole lot of oozes, but nobody likes oozes.
I was gonna say, how are you supposed to get an ooze to actually work anyway?
Like, yeah, there's
apart from the classic gelatinous cube, how else are you supposed to actually work it in proper?
they're mostly.
I guess it's time to Google. Shit.
Well, the thing is like most of the time oozes are used as traps because they're single goal oriented entities,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like most of the time. I mean, yes, Druid. Most of them aren't that great. Yeah, there's only like 60 plants. One of them is useless, and like a ton of them are zeros. Like, the plant life creatures are more like, again, they're more used as traps. Like, the thing about oozes that makes them interesting is that they're like the classic terror because they kill low-level characters all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they kill careless characters is actually a better way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely do.
Right? Like, my favorite thing that I've ever seen used as a gelatinous cube is literally just using it as a Roomba.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's just a giant sentient Roomba.
I like it.
Let
that
me
you
at
can use
Chris
to collect the
Perkins.
treasure of the dead adventurers.
What was that?
What?
Just Druid. She's like, let me at
Oh,
Chris
chill.
Perkins for the next book. All plants, baby. To be fair, Chris Perkins is working on the DM's guide. That's his focus this go around.
And honestly, he's definitely one person I can trust to get good rules right
Right?
with some of his other writings.
He's one of those people that he's actually consistent. That's the other thing. He doesn't have like moments of brilliance. He's just really good most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Unlike
Consistency is good.
what's the other guy's name? The guy that does Sage Advice. I can't remember what his name is for the life of me.
Crawford.
Crawford. Like, that guy has moments of brilliance, but the rest of the time it feels like he just kind of falls flat on his face. Like, that's just my own interpretation of things a lot of the time. I could be wrong, and it might be just because he's the face of the company. But, you know, like, I don't know. Also, Spurt was a magical experience. Yes, Spurt was great.
Ew.
It's what happens when you go. I was like, "Hey, can I guess the critical role?" Splat.
Yes. I think he was there for like in a chair for like 40 minutes, I think. Something
Honestly,
like that.
I was expecting less time.
Yeah.
With how that ended.
Truthfully, yes, but it was glorious. That is how you actually introduce temporary characters. You bring them in, they're there for some comedy, and then they're gone. That's the best way to have them, in my opinion.
It depends on the character.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, in generally speaking, like, if you're gonna have a character around, like a temporary character, you want them there to have, like, basically kind of steal the spotlight and have a lot of fun, make everybody laugh, and then just kind of have them go away. Because they're a minor character.
Oh, wait. Oh, nope, never mind.
Alright. Alright, what's some cool stuff we can give, a mechanoid companion?
What the fuck, dude? Goddamn.
Okay. Cheers, Druid. Sleep well. Makes your leaves hell. No. No, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Make my
I mean, I
hell.
could if I wanted to, but I don't.
You don't want
For
me
now.
You don't want me to poison one of your items on you?
I said for now.
Just wait until after we kill the final boss, you know? Little before that?
Maybe. We want to add a little bit of spice to it.
You want me to give you a real challenge for the final fight? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Like I said, a little bit of spice.
A little spice.
A little spice, no,
Like a
nobody.
little,
Did you
a
eat,
little
Dune?
paprika, not cayenne.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Caillou?
Cayenne.
Or if you're watching
Don't,
Townsend,
we do not talk
add
about
a
that ball
bunch of,
fuck.
I'll say, or if you're doing Townsend, what does he always put? Nutmeg. Fucking nutmeg on everything.
Ugh.
Nutmeg?
Yes.
Nutmeg's good in moderation.
Yeah, that lad puts it on fucking everything.
Jeez.
Like it's Frank's hot sauce.
Mm.
Oh gosh. No, thank you on the sriracha.
That's not even spicy.
It's supposed to be, isn't it?
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be
It's
spicy and
supposed
sweet, I
to
thought.
be.
I don't know, but it was...
Like I don't even find hot sauce spicy.
Hey, my brother's calling me. I should probably answer that.
That might be a good idea, yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, or not. Let's look at some other constructs from previous editions. Let's see what I'm not familiar with 4th edition companions. Let's look at the Artificer from 4th. Artificer 4E. Let's see what sort of fun stuff they got. Because 4th edition has all the fun mechanical stuff in it. Arcane, lead towards control secondary, key stats, cloth, leather. Healing infuser, ritual caster. The utility power. Oh, that's right. They had powers and stuff instead. It was all very different.
Yep.
I forgot. That's right. They like completely rebuilt the system for 4. That's why. Like completely rebuilt it. Jesus. My daughter's doing something. 1 second. All right. What are the what were the companions? Ember, leave that alone, please. No, that's Mama's. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. No. No. What were the oh my goodness. What were the companions that you could build in 3.5 called? Oh, they were constructs, but I don't think they were called constructs. Ember, please don't. That's very loud. Oh, what were they called? Ember? No. No. Living constructs, I think. Is that what they were called? Living constructs? No. That's gonna bug me. I can't remember what they were called. gonna drive me crazy.
I don't know. Like I said, 3.5 was before my time.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, well, I'll just look up the Iron Defender and see what they call that. Homunculus. Jeez. Why couldn't I remember that? They were called homunculi. All right, 4th edition homunculus. All right, Ember, please, please. This is something else entirely. I don't need that.
Well, there's a 5th edition version of the homunculus too, so.
Yeah, well, I'm looking up specifically the 4th edition right now. Emperor, no. Alright, so let's see here. So notably there was pretty much everything that I have written down for something else already, which is the Arbalest, the Dedicated Right, Expeditious Messenger, Fervent Fetcher, Iron Defender, Packmate, and Persistent Harrier. Which is basically a living crossbow, a crafting buddy, a animal messenger, an assassin style one, the Iron Defender, which is a tank, the Packmate, which was literally a chest on legs.
Ah, so luggage. Got it.
Yeah. And what was the Harrier? I think that was basically the flying battle type one. So basically just what you would expect. Like the exact variety that you kind of expect out of it. So alright. We're gonna have to go with something a little bit more on the creative side. So let's go with, we can just kind of go into like the whole like main, this could be the main damage source actually. Because everything else is mostly manipulation. Alright.
Because that could be the very big support structure.
Go. So I mean, okay, let me start thinking about my Western setting then, because it can be just straight from there.
Yeah.
So this is mostly kind of like, how do I even describe this? It's not steampunk. I'm trying to think of the term. It's like clockwork and all that stuff. What's that?
Magic punk?
Magic punk. It's almost like, it's like Western mage punk. So what sort of stuff comes out of that? Like, there isn't really a lot of literature on that kind of setting, unfortunately. Which is the same thing with steampunk, right? Like, there isn't really a lot of literature on steampunk. That's mostly...
You just know what steampunk is.
What's that?
You just kind of just know what steampunk is.
Well, it's because steampunk is actually a game genre, like in terms of writing, because that's where it came from.
Yep.
Like that's why a lot of people debate as to what exactly is it, and a lot of people say it's just BioShock.
BioShock is not steampunk. I argue that's more diesel punk.
Okay, that's fair, but that's like a subgenre. Like it's still in the main same kind. You're in the same ballpark.
Oh, I'm not denying it. It's just like that's what it sounds like to me.
That's fair. But this is a lot more like this still fits in like the fantasy setting where, you know how in typical D&D, like there's all the clockwork oriented stuff, right? Like it's built more off that.
Yeah.
So, but it's also built off of like, I don't even know how to describe this. This is one of those things like I'm lost for how to describe. Because I haven't had to actually address most of it, because most of the time I don't run in that setting. Partially because it's a little outside my wheelhouse. And there's very little actual literature on it. And the only thing I have to kind of go off of is like Western style writing and movies.
I will say, see Discworld, question mark?
What's that?
See Discworld?
See Discworld?
No, for all that, for some of that stuff.
All right, Ember, can you go be noisy elsewhere? Can you get your toys back to your room, please? They shouldn't be on the floor here. Clean up. Yes. 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 Go put your friends away. Go put them back where they belong. Please. Oh boy. Alright. So I mean we can just start with a gun. Let's just start with the gun, because it's Western style. Start with the gun. Then there's a bunch of like defending oriented aspects. Not even defending, that's where all the wards and stuff come from. Add a hyper cannon. I don't know. Just random idea fishing. Let me think here. What else is in there? Oh, you do a bandolier with different types in it. Kind of like a almost like a stance change kind of system. Like it's loading this pile of rounds from the bandolier. It's like it's these rounds, so it's gonna fight in this way for the next 2 turns.
Something load AP.
Yeah. So kind of like it's like a stance change with like a boss monster that has like, hey, it's a water aspect for this 2 turns. It's a fire aspect for these 2 turns. Like and it does stuff, or it's like it's reflecting this previous boss that you fought. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's mostly meant as a damage source. So it doesn't really need to have anything particularly fancy. It just needs to have an HP pool and a means of protecting its basically protecting its master. So protection, like taking hits, for example.
Yeah, like I would say maybe like
In the literal sense.
one does it, where it just takes half its damage or something.
I was thinking more of something like this: the gear takes the damage, but most of the protections that the caster has works particularly well when it protects someone else. Because because the way that I'm trying to also spin this is someone who was a hero for the Feywild, right? So this is someone that's also helping, like, two of the 4 seasons for all intents and purposes, because the Feywild's built off the 4 seasons. Is helping half of the Feywild try and like achieve a continued cycle rather than a repeat. So they're helping others at the, like they're like all of them had companions, all of them had other party members. So like them helping other people, where it works better when supporting someone else is, I think, is actually how I'm gonna roll this. Like it's like 50% effective on themselves compared to helping others. So the way that it synergizes is the gear just takes the hit and it gets the really strong protection as a result. Whereas like if you can force the 2 of them away from each other, or something like that, it can make things a lot easier on you. Right? Whereas the gear doesn't have the kinds of defensive stats that it does because it doesn't have something protecting it. And if you remove the gear and smack down on the Alice, then she doesn't have the damage output.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause it doesn't actually. I don't need a whole lot actually outside of that. Most of the complexity can come from the defensive stuff. And then just have like 3 different kinds of damage sources, damage types, or damage methods. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. Start, and then of course I can just add some spells. So let's start with, yes, you can have chips. So let's start with. Oh, good spot to start as always is good place as any. Let's start with a stat line. So total hit point pool between the two of them for effective health. Level 9 party of 4. 800-ish?
I was gonna say 1,000, but all right.
800 to 1,000, yeah. Well, total effective HP, so this includes, like, the main... This also includes the gear, so... Main body, let's go something like... Let's go something like 400-ish. It's also a caster, so it can't be too tanky. Although... We could go with the Constitution Sorcerer idea. Which would
definitely play into effect here.
Which is definitely an idea that would make more sense with this, because this is more of a... This isn't really a charisma-oriented thing. You're not going to charm machines. You endure machines.
If you're going to charm a machine, I need to hire you for my next event.
Yeah, basically. Especially one that's, like, basically a mechanic, like, literally just an AI that says best course of action. So let's go 500 for the halfling.
Half 50-50, 500 for each.
Yeah, we'll go 500 and 500. We're not going to put any inherent resistances in. I don't think. I don't like giving bosses resistances unless there's, like, an obvious reason to. I'd rather just go hit points, because adding resistances makes things look unclear when you're not actually making things anything... Like, it doesn't actually add anything interesting to bosses, I find. Mundane enemies, resistances are cool. Like, resistance and vulnerabilities to mundane creatures, or, like, specific things makes a lot of sense, but, like, in general, I don't like doing it. So I don't think... I think some of the protections and stuff like that will add that, but inherently I don't think any is good. Armor class for the sorcerer. Level 9.
That's probably not going to be too high.
Well, yeah, no. Well, they'll have the shield spell for sure. What are you swinging with at level 9? Plus 10 most of the time?
Let's see, I have 2 parties at like 11-ish. Anywhere between like 8 to 11. 8 to 12.
Yeah. So yeah, so 10 is a good average. So we'll say AC of inherently. Sorcerer a little on the lower side.
18?
18,
17?
17. I think 17 is a good number. I want it to be... I like it to be low enough that a non-caster could try to swing for it and it actually feel like it could hit. Or sorry, a non-martial character could swing and feel like they could actually hit. Right, like the monk that's maxing wisdom or something like that.
Wow, you just went really robo-y there.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm actually gonna kill this bot. Oh, I added a different chat for that. Group chat. Actually, I got a better idea. There we go. All right, and then where's Pretzel? We'll just turn on Pretzel. Okay. 17's good, and then shield can push it to 22. That does take up reaction, which is one of those things where shield will not always be a factor at that point because there's probably gonna be plenty of reactionary stuff with this.
Yeah, it's either shield or do I shield? Do I counterspell?
Yeah. My favorite is when people are like, you can attack with your reaction. I'm just like, yeah, I know. Proceeds to not do so.
It's like, yes. Oh, I'm aware I can.
It's like, yes, you're right. I
Why
can.
would I though?
And then it just makes people sweat. It's great.
It's like, yes, I know I could do this thing. But why would I?
Yes,
when
chat,
I have more
I'm
fun
aware.
toys?
It's like, yes, chat, I'm aware that I have that option. I haven't done it for a reason. I know what I'm doing.
It's because I got some more fun toys lined up for them.
Okay. Let's see here. So we have stat. That's not start stat. Strength.
Probably not too strong.
No, probably not. I'm just setting up my table right now. Con, int, wisdom, charisma. All right, so let's see. Score. Strength is probably gonna be pretty average. Say like a 13. Dex. What's that, sweetie? Yeah, I can do hamburgers for dinner. I'll get started on those pretty soon. Dex. We can go with it's more for the save aspect.
I mean, you can always inflict the saves later.
Yeah, we'll go 15. Well, it's more for like, actually, let me rephrase that. It's not for saves, it's for skills. This is what, like, if it's not core stat, it's based on how good do I want them at the skills. Or the save, inherently as well. Constitution.
If they're going to be fighting it, how often are they going to be rolling skills?
Yeah. Well, no, it's again, it was a character that existed. It's like, okay, if someone is going to try and grapple this guy, how good do I want him to be at that? Right, like the core stats do matter a little bit to that, and as well as relative to something like stealth. Constitution's gonna be at 22. He's gonna be a Constitution caster.
Yep.
Intelligence can be. How smart does this individual need to be? Not very.
Like a 12.
I was gonna say he could be 12. He could be the dumb one in the party, I guess. Wisdom. 14. Charisma. Still gonna be decent. I'm gonna say like a 14 as well. At 15. Alright, score. Then we have mod. +1, +2, +6, +1, +2, 2. I guess because Krista is a little bit more reliant on more stats. Yeah, she had a +20 in strength, but she also had +9. She also had 19. So yeah, this works. Okay. Now saves. I think the main thing that matters here is we don't go high on stats and make manipulation through abilities for protection to be more important. So strength saves can be. I'm gonna give +3 for strength, +4 for dex. Level 9, +5 for dex. I want there to actually be a chance that they can avoid the fireball. A chance. Because at level 9, people have things that they're just like their opponents are making saves at like DC 17 saves with disadvantage. Like con saves is gonna be +10. I'm all right with this.
Yeah, good luck trying to blight that bitch.
Hey. This also makes it very interesting because it means that you can't poison them either. Which,
How often do they get poisoned, though?
what's that?
How often do characters actually manage to get their hands on poison,
In
though?
my games, if they play a character that has a poisoner's kit, a lot. I use poison. If someone has an option to go into poisons, I lean into it. Because poisons are cool. +5 for wisdom, +5 for charisma, I think. Those are pretty insane saves, but there's no legendary saves or anything like that. Legendary resistance, I think that's what it's actually called.
Yeah, legendary resistances.
Yeah, but I'm not doing any of that, so... Like, +3, +5, +10, +4, +5 for saves is not really that insane. Like, it's a boss creature. Nah, it feels a little high on 2 of these. We'll go +4 on the +5s, I think. But, and actually, the intelligence should be a little bit on the higher side because of what he's working with for the save. Actually, I'm going to swap the intelligence and the wisdom. I know it's not going to change a whole lot, but he's working with mechanical stuff. It makes more sense to have a higher intelligence than a higher wisdom. Alright. Skills. Arcana is a necessity for this one. Nature. Actually, what does that fall under?
What?
I'm trying to think of what the mechanical stuff falls under in my world. I think constructs just fall purely under Arcana. They don't fall under history.
Alright, I think at this point I'm not going to be of much help to you anymore, so I'm going to probably bounce.
Yeah, cheers. It's mostly just like me coming up with abilities at this point. But I have
Yeah, that's what I'm
concepts.
saying. It's like I don't know how much more help I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So,
No, you've been helpful though. It's always good to have like something to throw the ideas against.
yeah, bounce an idea off against the wall.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully we
Alright.
don't end up in a mess again next week.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, hello
Like-
again.
Point.
Welcome back.
Yes, I'm over here just starting to clean the inside of this PC because goddamn, it is dusty.
Damn.
Yes,
Yeah, it's fine.
so I'm gonna need to take out the little fan and clean that too. Ooh, that's annoying.
Tinker's
Hey Phil, do you know anything about water cooler?
No.
Okay, 'cause I know,
I
once I
know
had
a
to-
little bit. What's up?
No, the friend I got from said I had to redo something with the water cooling. Though he didn't mention what specifically. Like I need to add more into it or some shit. Although I don't know where that is in here. I mean, I see the fan honestly, but
There should be like a small water tank in there somewhere.
There should be a coolant tank. Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna
let's
ask
see
Google
here.
obviously at some point. But first, I should probably get rid of all dust at least.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Arcana.
I think we dust in the ports. I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a can of compressed air to clean out the dust with?
Yeah, I got one from Steven.
There you
Cool.
go. You're set.
And then looks in the cloth.
Although I had so
Keyboard
much dust in
modem.
one of my ports one time because I never used it, I actually took tweezers to it and just pulled the dust out.
Ew.
It was
That-
really bad.
It sound no.
I was very grossed out when I did that. I'm like, I'm gonna open this thing and clean this thing to top to bottom, and there's a couple of spots like I spray it every once in a while, but it's just some spots that you just miss, right?
So if I
And,
compressed air on the monthly.
It was not. It was not pretty.
Doesn't sound like it.
All right. Where's this guy gonna be from? That's a fun question. Where in the world should he be from? Or she, actually. Where should she be from? No, you're not running off with those. You can have some, but you can't run off with the bag. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh, I know. Where's character creation stuff?
Yeah.
Where is it should be in the archipelago. Where is Wingdom? Where is my mason's tools? No. Underground stuff? No. Where is the Sky Squallers? Intimidation was the skill. Okay. Ability checks against guards and other legal authorities. That's what it was. Or I can just make him an airship sailor.
Yeah, I can definitely see like an airship pilot or engineer.
Yeah, Dran airship sailor.
Mm.
Dran is literally like a floating city that floats because of alchemical engines, which you guys don't have access to because it's on a different continent.
And, you know, in the fucking sky.
That too. No, it's in Wingdom, which is like in the top like left-hand corner of the map. Oh, yeah, the
Whatever, it's fucking miles away, mate.
Oh, it's one of the 2 places where there's airships, though. The dwarves have the other ones.
Well, of course the dwarves have the other one. Why wouldn't they?
Exactly. But they still don't got anything on Inca, in my opinion, which is literally like basically like aerial creature military. So like they have all the Pegasuses, wyverns, griffins, like all that stuff. One side of the world, the air armada is ships. The other side is a bunch of people on name a flying creature.
Insert flying creature here, because they probably got about 3 dozen of them,
Mm-hmm.
at least.
With the exception of dragons and rocks. Because there's actually one rock in that country that is known, and it is always used by the lead mercenary, because it's a mercenary country. Basically,
Fucking Max.
Basically, their equivalent of a king gets to fly the rock. Luna, no. That's not yours. Ember, we'll put your stuffies in your room, please. But do you want Luna to get them? We'll put that away. Do you want Luna to get them? Alright. So, proficiency in airships and does additional damage to creatures with the dragon type. Appropriate. Alright. So, Dran, air, ship. I'll say engineer rather than pilot. Pilot doesn't make sense. All right, that's cool. Which is that? All right. Okay. So she has 2 initiatives, which one is Alice, so we don't need to actually have separate initiative names. Main initiative. Okay, protection and barriers, cancel imbalance, wards, remove low roll, calling on the engine. Okay, as well as luck and something of bravery. I mean, I could just add, like, immunities being frightened and charmed and stuff like that. Null. Harmed. Frightened. What other statuses are kind of lame? This individual should be immune to. See here. Unconscious, no. Stunned, no. Restrained, no. Prone, no. Poisoned, no. The Constitution save is high enough to deal with half of that.
Unless it's a wisdom-based stun.
Yeah, that's true. But he has wards and stuff for that. Blind, charmed, incapacitated, grappled, frightened, deafened, invisible, paralyzed, petrified. Yeah, just being immune to charm and frightened, I think, are the two big ones.
Especially if you're going to the Feywild.
Yeah. Well, it's also a halfling. Right, so think like supercharged, like think halfling if you were to like juice it up a bunch. It's like, well, they're just immune to fear. Like you can't scare them.
I'm just thinking, it's like, so chaos corruption. What status effects kind of derive off of that? That
True.
halflings are immune to in Warhammer.
I'm not familiar with Warhammer, so you're gonna have to help me out a little bit on that one. Like, what does that actually do?
I don't know off the top of my head is the problem.
Oh. Fair enough.
Because I know because the only thing I know about those halflings are they're immune to the corruption influence of chaos. So, which does involve things like poisons, diseases, and all that jazz.
Yeah. I do actually need to put. It's not immune to it. Like that's the thing. Like she's not gonna be immune to poison and disease, but the +10 con save, like just it deals with anything like that. Right, like unless I roll a 1, most of the time I'm gonna make the save. What's like typical,
Depends on the poison.
Most poisons? What are most poison DCs at that point? They're around like the mid to high teens. I can put resistance to poison damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Resistance to any other kinds of damage? I don't think so. Nothing else is really, like... Everything else that would be protection-oriented for damage types would be based off of, like, equipment. Or setup, not inherent. So... Okay. Alright, so... Let's start adding some abilities. So, protection. From... actually, let's call it Companions Protection. Whenever a companion... Can you leave Momo's Yoshi alone? Thank you. Alright, whenever companion... yes, that one. Would be the target of an attack roll. This creature use its Come on. Reaction to reduce. What if we did something funky like reduce all dice to do a max of like 3 or something like that? Or is that just like going too weird?
What was that? You're cutting out halfway through that.
I'm talking far away from my microphone. I said, what if we did something? This is gonna be into like weird dice mechanics. Like a form of resistance to damage would be forcing all individual dice, to not be able to be anything higher than a certain number.
That's just weird.
Yeah. I'm like, I might as well just say it takes half damage.
Yeah, just might as well just give it resistance to damage or whatever.
Yeah. It's complicating it for no reason. Unless you
Literally.
want to start stacking that. But that's just like, that's a weird rabbit hole. All right. All right. To give it immunity to that damage. Reaction to give immunity for 1 damage source. But only for companions. If this would... They should be like right there next to you. They're not there? Alright. I'm gonna start the next one. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. I think it's time to call it. I'm getting hungry. Kid's getting hungry. Wife is getting hungry. She's getting hangry, actually. Which I don't blame her. It's been a while since she ate, so. Honestly, I'm really hungry too, because all I had to eat today was a sandwich. So.
I think now is the time you should go make food.
Yeah.
This sounds like a lot of like.
A lot of grumpy, I'm hungry kind of energy over here, and I don't blame anyone for it, and I'm a part of it.
Nope.
So, I think it's about time. All right. Well, thank you for being punctual, gents. Appreciate it. I'm gonna rip Rusty apart one of these days, I swear. Nah, he has good reason.
I mean, there's definitely good reason today.
Very good reason. All right. Until next time, guys. Appreciate it.
Peace.